You have a lot of newcomers coming up. You were talking about your ones being the primary emphasis of your team, both offensively and defensively. In doing some of the research, getting ready for your guys' season, it seems like a lot is focused on the secondary and the wide receivers. Is this becoming more of a pass-happy / defend the pass-happy football team this year?
Well, since I've got here, we've been a 4-2-5 defense. We're fortunate to have five, really talented defensive backs. 3 or 4 of them will be juniors, and they've already started 2 years. This will be their 3rd year starting, so they have all the experience. Up front, we returned some guys. So, we're real happy with where we're at defensively. Offensively, we're a spread team, so we want to beat you, with the run from the spread game, and then also, be able to air it out and throw it a lot. We're fortunate to where, we have some pretty dynamic skill guys offensively, both at the receiver position, quarterback and running back position. I just wish we could play with more footballs, but we can only play with one. So if we could play with 6 footballs, it'd be great. But that's the biggest thing, is letting the kids understand, we can only play with one football. We got a certain number of touches we want each guys to get. But with that being said, we have to utilize where we feel we're best.
Losing Khalil Lewis at the end of last year, you talked about having those running backs. Who are some guys that you like out of that position so far here in camp?
Well, losing Khalil, he's a kid that you never really replace. When he went down last year with his injury, we had Tyler Hamilton step into that role, who moved in from slot. But we've been fortunate to be able to keep Tyler in the slot this year. 2 sophomores, PJ Franklin and John Bell, have done an excellent job in camp so far. So those are the 2 guys that we're going to need to rely on and go with. So they're both going to be sophomores, but both are really talented guys.
And then on the defensive side, obviously losing Poona Ford, what do you like on that line so far?
I always hate hearing losing Poona Ford. He's not to talk about last year's team or a kid from last year, but he's a once-in-a-lifetime type kid. I'll probably never have an opportunity coaching somebody that was that special. But Jerome Maddox, the defensive line, will be a 3rd-year starter and also a 3rd-year captain for us, which is huge. He's been Poona's running mate for the last 2 years, and now it's kind of his turn to shine. So between him and Quentin Jones, those 2 on the inside really, give us a chance to establish the inside and take away some things.
You mentioned Aiden Haggerty's health heading into the year. I hope I'm saying that last name right. How is he doing at the quarterback position so far in camp?
He's done great, all through the spring and then through the summer. He's done great. A lot of people won't recognize him this year because he's grown about another inch and put on about 30 pounds. So he's about 6'2", 6'3", about 190 pounds. So, during his injuries last year, he hurt his hand and broke his hand. Then he came back and broke his foot. So he basically, it was almost like a college redshirt year. He had a chance to just get in the weight room and get bigger and eat right and making sure he was doing everything right. But, as a player, putting on that extra weight is really, he's gotten stronger. So he's got more zip on the ball. Running capabilities. If he gets to the 2nd level and he makes somebody miss, he's going to take it to the house. I mean, he's a long strider. He's a legit 4.5 kid. And, there's not many people that are on the field that are faster than he is.
I can say this with confidence and assurance. We're going to see a lot of Hilton Head High School this season.